Hi, guys. Wow, there's so many of you here already. Holy moly. Hi, guys.
Wow,
oh, wait.
so many of you here already.
I don't need to hear myself talk. Holy cow. Let's mute myself. Well, welcome, Kathy, Eve. Well, maybe it's just Kathy and Eve. You're chatty this morning. So, good morning. So, hey, Cindy. So we are going to do grab and glue live today instead of painting. And I'm going to go out of this screen here for a minute because I want to remind you all that I was inspired to do these grab and glue books, and I'll share mine with you, which are right here to the left of me in a minute, by being in, hey, Vicki, hey, Mary, Victor, Muriel. I was inspired to do this by being in Phoenix at CHA / Creativation with Cindy Utter. We were there helping out Canvas Corp, and she had this little collage book, and she was just grabbing pieces out of this giant stash of stuff she brought with her, and just grabbing things and gluing them down without really thinking about it, and just creating fun, whimsical little compositions, just grabbing and gluing parts on. And I'm going to show you here really quick. She is not feeling well today. She is in the chat, but good thoughts. She sent me some pictures. Let me find them. Of her journal. This is the one she was working on when I got inspired to do my own version. Now you can see by doing this, she does some painty things in the background, but it's really just a collage composition. Different things, different bits and pieces, different parts. And I was just inspired so much to do this. Let's see if there's any more. Is that the last one? Yeah, that was the last one. I was inspired. Oh, we missed one. I was inspired so much to do this by what I was watching her do that I came home and immediately started doing my own. So now let's go back so I can see the chat. There we go. At least in theory, I can see the chat. Okay. So when I got home, I immediately had a challenge to do with Mike Deacon not long after I got home, and I immediately just, without thinking about it too much, did this grab and glue. This is on YouTube here, and there is a video on me doing this book. And I literally did it within the space of like, I don't know, an hour and a half or so. I did, of course, speed up the video a little bit and cut it into parts too, I think. I did what I could. You know, I don't want to give you guys videos that are, 5 million miles long and things that you'll never get through. So this is just a quick little flip. And then I immediately did another one. And this one doesn't have, you'll notice in this one, there is a little bit of like, scribbly pen work and some Stabilo pencil. I didn't do that in this one. You could do it either way. You could add paint and doodles to it, or you could just go. I just went with the pieces that you all sent me. So we're going to do more of this today, and I'm going to set these two journals aside, hopefully where they won't get messed up. This is my grab and glue bin. I refill it from Happy Mail and bits and pieces out of other bins in my collection, scraps and things. So first we're going to unpackage it, and I have it sorted and organized so things are easy to do this with. This is like small focal points, words, small little bits and pieces, and some little die cuts. I have a bunch of these. I think these are calendar cards. They're from a Flow magazine. Some of them were really cute, so I didn't want to get rid of them. I'm going to have to tell my iPad to not go to sleep. I have large focal points, and I just stuffed this string in here because I'm not exactly sure where I want that to be, but these are focal points, hand painted scraps and bits, die cuts and stickers. So I'm going to arrange them on my table. This is the journal we're going to work in. I've got some big stickers. I've got some big pieces in here. Miss Cindy just sent me this. I haven't even unwrapped it yet. There's a lot of stuff in there. So we'll put that to the side. I have some Tim Holtz people, paper dolls. And then in the bottom of my bin, I just lift up this board, and I have big background pieces and big focal point images, and then large pieces that won't fit anywhere else. You can arrange yours, of course, however it works for you. That's what works for me. All right. And I'm going to have to put the iPad on something because right now I can't see the chat. There we go. Prop it on a jar. All right. So let me go back a little bit. Hey, Jerry. Good to have you here. Paula, Janice. Good to have you guys here. Lisa. Yeah, everybody send Cindy some happy energy. She's not feeling well today. Yes, so the grab and glue bin is really handy, even if you have, you know, if you're like the rest of us, you kind of have a large collection of bits and pieces, but it's nice to have a small amount of them in one bin that you can just grab down, you know, spread them out like this, work on your glue book. And then when you're done, you can put it all back. And when it gets a little bit empty, you can refill it from your other bins. I am kind of obsessive compulsive, and clutter makes me crazy. And my whole family, if you guys think I am compulsive, you need to meet my little sister, Elizabeth. She's just, yeah. And it's one of my ways of controlling the anxiety is to control the chaos around me. That's just, you know. I'm just catching up on the comments. Can I come help you? Okay. So this is a glue book, and this is my little journal. I literally just made this. You can tell this cover is half of a file folder. The pages are pages out of a magazine that happens to be a Flow magazine, something with kind of nice thick paper, although it doesn't have to be. The other two journals were made out of scratch paper and collage paper. It can be literally made out of everything. And yes, I know you love me, Cindy. I also know I'm crazy. So you're gonna learn what a glue book is, Paula. So a glue book literally is just something that you glue stuff into to make compositions. That's all a glue book is. So I'm actually gonna start with the cover. And, you know, like the rest of you, I've got bits and pieces of stuff like everywhere. Because, you know, we can't throw anything away, right? God forbid. I do have some jelly prints and scrap paper. These are, you know, financial statements. You know, one of those crazy financial statement books you get in the mail. I'm going to start with gluing one of these pages on the cover. Thin paper, but it's fairly strong, and it's nice to just rub your extra paint on. This is one that I did. And you really just need some glue and a book and bits and pieces. And I just use, Cindy does too, a glue stick works great. It dries fast. It's not a wet glue, so you don't have to wait for stuff to dry. I use this Elmer's Extreme or Yoo-Hoo. Both of those work well. And I'm going to cover up the stitching and everything. Somewhere around, there it is. Somewhere around here, I've got an old iTunes card. And I'm going to just push the paper and glue down on the folder. And you'll notice the edges are sticking up. And I'm not thinking about it too much. I'm not agonizing over the composition, you know, or anything like that. I'm just going with what feels right and hoping that the end result is something that's cute. And if it isn't, that I can make it cute. But I'm really You know, it's kind of nice sometimes when life and even in your art or art business, if you have one, gets a little stressed out. If you can just do something, turn the music up, which is what I usually do. Turn the music up and kind of do mindlessly. She made you a round jelly plate. That's fabulous. Your composition journal, a composition journal, if you have one, is a great journal to do this with. Now, sometimes I get sticky around the edges because I'm kind of sloppy with a glue gun, so I'm going to just take a baby wipe. And wipe that glue off a little bit. When it dries, it won't be sticky anymore. I see a little piece down here that has no glue. There we go. All right, now what else do we have? I found some really cool stickers and die cuts. I know that I don't know where they came from. They found them in a stash of stuff. I don't know where they came from. That might be cool to use. Yeah, so if you have little tiny scraps of things that you love and you don't want to get rid of, but you don't know what to do with, this is, so like Cindy is saying, this is a great place to use them. There is a link to a video of Cindy's in the description, a video where she first did these glue books. So if you want to watch that, you can click on that link. Don't do it until I'm done. So some of these I know are from the Crazy Island Family Swaps, these tickets and things. I think that's where they're from. Yeah, I like that. First, I want to make sure I'm done with the cover. I do think I want to put this on here, and then maybe this that's happens to be right on top. I do believe that's how I want that to be. I have this little shaker card. I have this feeling this is going to end up in here somewhere. Great idea, Vicky. I think you should do a video on that. So what is everybody else up to today? I had my class last night with the travel agency. Went really well. Okay. I almost said I lost my card again, but it's right in front of me. You can make these glue books out of anything. I've done so many swaps in Crazy Island Family and or gotten some of them in Happy Mail that I don't really have to make any anymore. I've got a little bin of them. So my goal is to do fun things like this with them. So the class was, my husband is calling these classes vacationscapes. I think that's cute because they could be a landscape, it could be a seascape, it could be any kind of painting composition. But if you call it a vacationscape, that encompasses all of them. So the term is coined by him. I think that's so cute. And we had a couple of inspiration photos from French Polynesia, and the photos were provided by the cruise line Paul Gauguin. and a cute, have cute little ships. They're smaller ships. They only have, I think, under 200 passengers, and they're small, so they can get in and around the Tahitian Islands. And they did a presentation first about the cruise line and some specials they have going on first. And then we did a watercolor painting class, and we had a few people in there that had never painted before. And they did such a great job. They had a lot of fun. And we talked a lot about doing something creative while you're on vacation. There was one lady who may be interested in joining our My Year 2017 program. So we'll see over the next few days if she does that. And of course, the whole idea is to interesting in the travel agency, an interesting event to get people to come in to hear about the cruises. And I think that it accomplished that, because I think everybody that was there booked a vacation. So they all finished their paintings, and they had a lot of fun and asked me a lot of questions, and I passed out some business cards and did the whole networking thing, and it was very good. I thought I was a little worried because I'm, a little rusty with the in-person teaching thing, but it went just fine. So that, I love this. I love the cover. So I'm going to do this with my black pen. This is a pen that should have gone in one of the round robin boxes over in My Year 2017, and I missed it somehow. But anyway, now it's going to stay here. So Neo Pico line 2, Neo Pico deleter. I don't know. I think it's probably from Jet Pens. They did finish in the class. We all love your mom, Paula. They were happy with their paintings. There was one person who wasn't super happy, and wouldn't you know it, who decided to sit down and paint and I'll give you all one guess who it was. It's somebody some of you know or know of. So how cute is that? I haven't even done anything except the cover. So that's the whole idea. I don't know if I'm going to do anything here, but we are going to do something here. So it was Rebecca, my daughter. She works for the travel agency. That's how they found out about me. They wanted to start doing like wine and cheese tastings with the vacation promotions from different companies, or paint and wine nights or something. So they were chit-chatting in a meeting at the travel agency, and they said, we need to find an artist. And I guess Rebecca said, oh, I know one. My mom's an artist. That's how I got the job. So it pays to know the right people. Ooh, I think I want to use this. Yeah, it pays to know the right people. I just, I'm going to use one of these so when I get to the inside of the book, I tend to be really messy with the glue stick. So I try to stick something in between here, like when I'm going to do something like I'm going to do now and cover the whole page, so that I don't get glue like on the whole book, because I'm messy. I'm not going to even trim the edges on this page. I'm going to just slap it down. Yeah, you know, these opportunities come out of the blue, and they usually come because you know somebody. So I would say that if you're the least bit interested in furthering your art experience, sharing your art experience, maybe making a little money to support your crafting and art supply debt, because you know, hello, and I say that lovingly because I have my own issues with that. So this is a great way to do it, and maybe make back a little money to put in the, you know, family accounts. You could tear these. You don't have to cut them exact. And you know, I'm not going to throw these away. They're cool. Okay. Now I need to trim this bit here. I don't care if it's super straight, but kind of straight would be nice. Maybe I should have trimmed it before I stuck it down, at least on the one edge. There we go. So yeah, my daughter was the one. She didn't want her thing seen like at all. But they took pictures. Everybody took pictures with their paintings at the end of class. So they will probably show up sometime the next few days on their Facebook page or on some other social media. And when that happens, I'll share with you all. How funny of an image is that? I do think I want to use him in the book somewhere at some point. Once a glue book is done, what do you do with it? You know, I put it on my shelf with my other journals, and I love to look at them, and they're you know, they really are just little bits of inspiration. I do want to use this Live Mindfully on here. Vicky, you know, we've been doing a lot of cleaning in our studio rooms in our various groups lately, and what I can say is just be very mindful of what you're tossing, because you might need it at some point. It's very possible. I'm feeling like I don't know, maybe I don't need anything else on there, because you know what? I kind of like that composition. Maybe, see, I'm overthinking it. See, that's what happens. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can just be as simple as that. Yes, I can. So you need to, and trying to do this while I'm reading the chat is a challenge. But it doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. And one thing Cindy told me pretty early on was these kind of journals for her are not always ever finished. She frequently goes back to them and adds more bits and pieces. And I have a library space out in the front room where these kind of things sit on the shelf. I pull them down and look at them. When I have guests over, they pull them down and look at them. It's actually pretty cool. And Cindy, let's not tell your husband that you're not resting and that you're here with us on YouTube. He might not be happy. Yeah, it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to ever be like finished or complete. It can be what you want it to be. There's no right way and there's no wrong way. Oh, see, I just saw this on here. Yep, that needs to be on there. I'm just going to stick it straight in the middle. Now, I do have, you know, like one tool that I would recommend besides the glue stick would be a gift card, because you want to like stick things down and then push. And an old gift card is a cheap, easy craft supply tool. I have a video coming out on cheap, easy tools. See, this is the thing. I'm not going to even throw the little piece away. I might want it for something. Yeah, I know. Well, I do think I want to put the dancer on here. I did say it was hard to do this and chat with you guys while I'm doing it. I thought I saw another piece. Oh. I'm like looking for this other little piece of paper. I'm like, where did that little piece of paper go? It was underneath something. I don't even throw these little bits, like when we do little things where I'm practicing like with a new pencil or something on a live broadcast, like when I did this eye. I don't throw that kind of stuff away. I don't always know. Before this, I didn't always know what I was going to do with it, but I don't throw it away. And I don't know why this eye needs to be on here. It just does. That's a good idea. So there's no wrong way to do this except to overthink it. And trust me, I know all about that. The queen of the overthinking over here. I don't want more of that on there. Oh, there's some focal points. They need to be in there. Ooh, I like that. Is that a sticker? Oh, it is stickers. One of you sent me these. I don't know who. These are cool. Which one of you sent me these? These are not mine. I love them. I'm gonna catch up on the chat in a minute. Hold on. So this is another one of my favorite art supplies, cheap art supplies. These are the Bible High Glider gel crayons. You have to go to like a religious store to get them, or just do what I do and order them on Amazon. I feel like that needs to be one other place. So there we go. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, you all on the East Coast, that was actually a topic of conversation last night about how much snow you were getting out there. It's actually a little bit overcast here today, but it's nothing like what you guys are experiencing right now. And 3 feet of snow is just that's a lot of snow. Yeah, we all have that. Those of us who have anxiety disorder, that's one of the things that we do. We overthink everything. Flower too long bucket. Paula, I'm not sure. I don't know what you mean by flower too long bucket. No, that was a print on a sticker. It's the coolest thing. It looks like it's somebody's artwork that they printed on stickers. I don't know where I got it from. No idea, but I love it. Yeah, so you don't want to think too much. So there's no wrong way to do this. I'm always telling you guys, there's no right way, there's no wrong way, there's only your way. So just have fun with it. I have this fabulous image. Is he not the coolest image or what? So I think I want to put him here. No, here. We're going to get him all glued up. And you can start off your pages in these glue books if it has, already writing and stuff on it by covering the background and then putting a focal point and then putting words and do it that way. And I do sometimes. I don't always. I want to save that like peaked top of that roof. These are out of a graphic design magazine. Cindy actually bought one when we were in Phoenix, and I came home and went, man, I should have got a copy of that. So I went to my local Barnes & Noble, and they had it. And then they had another one, too, that Cindy wasn't able to find. This was out of one of them. But anyway, go to your bookstore when you are in need of images, because we're really not in need of anything. And look, don't forget to look in the section where they have the graphic design magazines. So now I need to trim that. I should do it with an X-Acto knife because it would become a neater, cleaner, straighter edge easier, but I'm not going to. We're going to just wing it. It's not real straight, but that end part's kind of actually really crooked. I don't mind not really straight, but massively crooked is going to bug the crud out of me. There we go. That's better. We're going to use this piece. Yep. Yeah, you can do it in a book. You can do it in one of these little journals. You can do it in anything. Anything. Oh, I remember why I don't like these. They're hard to get off the little backing paper. There we go. Oh, see, this is why I just need to use these up. These I got at Hobby Lobby, thinking they would be good for the My Year book or something, and they are the biggest pain in the neck to get off the backing paper. Just FYI. There we go. I'm going to just use a whole sheet of these on this page. Yeah, the library might have free back issues of magazines, old books that they can't sell. So always check your library. Third from the left, it's a black flower. Huh? I'm confused. Here? On this page? I don't know. I always put quotes on my page. That's just one of my things that I do. Yep. I found all these birds. I must have just been crazy with punching birds at some point. I don't know why. It's a mystery. Let's see if we can get some of them glued up without destroying the die cut, because they're very delicate. And then I'll catch up on the chat again. Okay, these little birds are a pain in the neck to use a glue stick on, just FYI. It probably would be better to get out Xyron if you have one, or use liquid glue. It's too late now. I'm here with the glue stick, but if you have something delicate like this, you probably want to glue them a different way. My hands are all sticky. There we go. I like that page. I like them all. I like them all. Okay. You know, white, 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 white. Yep. Eve, I'm not sure what's going on, but we all have neighbors that are morons. I don't know. Yeah, so it's been a while since I did this. So the longer you do it, I know for me, the more I do it and the less I, focus on trying to be perfect, the nicer my pages get. This is a way for me that I can just let go and relax about things. And when I get too wound up about stuff and the anxiety is starting to take over, this is something that I need to do more of, because it really does help not only loosen up my art, but loosen up my mind, which is a good thing. Oh, that's not good, Eve. In my tray. See, I don't even know. In my tray. Which tray? I have too many trays. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. In my tray. We're talking about some flower thing that I should use. In my tray. I don't know. I have so many little I don't know. The long tray. So one of these trays. Oh, this black and white flower. I bet this is the one you're talking about. Those birds are a punch, a die. I do know those are a die. And I think I punched a bunch of them. It was for something I did for Journaling Crazy Island Style when I was teaching over there. And I went crazy and punched a whole gob of them. So yeah. So anyway, I love that page. I don't, so Pegaloose, I have a particular way for me that works. So this is small focal images, words, miscellaneous teeny tiny stuff, including brads and flowers, borders and stickers, miscellaneous scraps, small focal images, larger background images in here in a tray. It's slightly off camera. And then, large focal images and big giant pieces I can't fit into anything else. For me, that's the organization thing that works for me. And I think you mean these flowers. Thank you, Paula. Add something blue. I can add something blue. I like blue. See, some of these stickers are from Happy Mail and some are from my stash and they're like 1,000,000 years old, but they don't want to come off the paper. It drives me crazy. There we go. I have this piece here. This is from Happy Mail, and I have a feeling this was stuck to it somewhere. I don't know where, so we're going to just put it on there. It does take me to my happy place. This is very relaxing and soothing for me to do. Now I'm going to put some glue stick on here to get it down initially, but I'm also going to take some Elmer's Extreme liquid glue because this is kind of a bulky piece. Happy Mail. Well, as soon as I unclog my glue anyways. Because, you know. We'll just hold that there for a second. You're going to have to do a video on that glue box, Paula. I mean, Vicky. Yeah, so I think I found the flowers that you were talking about. I do need you. See, I'm having trouble keeping up with the chat while I'm doing this, but you're not feeling well, so we're going to let you rest. I don't necessarily try to avoid heavy paper, but when I'm going to use heavy paper, I make sure I have liquid glue nearby because you really need the liquid glue to stick the heavy paper down. And obviously, without even thinking about it, for some reason today, I have a thing for vertical lines. And I don't know why. Ooh. You know, I like this image, but I don't know. I don't think it's right for that page. I don't want to think about it too much, but I don't think that's right for that page. I'm thinking there was something over here. Maybe the bird. This bird is from the My Year 2017 Weekly Art Challenge. This is the one that I printed to do the painting from. And you can tell that it's the actual one I printed and used on the live broadcast where I did the bird painting because it's got water stains on it, where the ink bled. Oh, heck. And you can always do this and do the collage part and then come back later and add paint or stencils or something like that. Okay. These words, it's literally just a bucket of words. I do have a different container of words, and they're actually in that container, they're organized, and I have fortune cookie and like fortune cookie fortunes and words from wrappers and labels. I have single words, calendar words, and whole phrases. And that's how I have my words organized. Yeah, Paula, you did help. Hi, Aunt B. I think Aunt Beck is here somewhere, so hello. Cool, Rhonda. I'm glad. Welcome to my group. To organize your art caravan. You know, I would if the budget would allow, believe me, or, you know, that would be my dream to like get paid to travel around the country or the world to help you all out with your art. How fabulous would that be? Paula, the Gypsy Queen. Turn your page to create and then turn it back to see what appears. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm caught up with the chat. If I missed anything, somebody let me know. Oop, here's a pretty purple piece. Let's just grab that. I don't know where some of these came from. Probably Happy Mail. I found a whole bunch of them when I was busy purging and cleaning just recently. And some of them I put in a purge box, and some of them I was like, "Oh, that's pretty. I should use that in a glue book." So that's how they ended up in this box. Because if they're, you know, hidden away in a drawer, I'm probably going to forget they're in there. And creating art isn't always about getting out a paintbrush. There's lots of really good artists out there that do very well for themselves that just do collage. I need another baby wipe. The only thing about this is that your fingers get sticky. Vicky, it probably isn't allowed, but Vicky, if you do it that way, or if you send the link to Cindy or Jerry, because they're admins here on the live broadcast, they can post the link for you. Can you show pics? Paula, I'm not sure what you mean when it's done. Share pictures on Facebook. If that's what you mean, of course I can. Ooh, how about this one? And if for some reason in your art room you're like me and you have a hoard of glue sticks, yes, you heard me correct, glue sticks, this is a good way to use up some of them. And yes, you did hear me correctly, glue sticks. I have a whole entire drawer of glue sticks. It's not something I'm going to purge because I will use them, but at the same time, they don't last forever, so I need to use them. Like this little sticker sitting right in front of me will be perfect on here. It says, relax, life takes time. I love that. I think it works. Yeah, so you have glue stick hoard too, Gerda. So I'm not the only one. So you have to use them. I mean, it's all well and good to have all these really fabulous art supplies, but then if we don't use them, what's the point? You know, unless you plan on buying a really big casket, you can't take them with you. So let's use them while we're here and be happy. Or if you're part of the My Year 17 group and want to be, until the end of the month, we are organizing a round robin supply box swap. You fill up a box and with your surplus supplies, things you're not using anymore, and you're in a group of 5, and you send it on to the person that has the next name below you, and they take what they want out of the box, and then they send the rest of it. They fill it up again. It has to be full to the top, and they send it to the next person. The next person does the same thing, and on it goes until it gets to the last person. And your group can either decide to send it back to the first person, or to donate whatever's left. Well, I do too. I buy like Elmer's or Yoo-Hoo, and you have to buy like boxes of 12. For whatever reason, I can't get Yoo-Hoo anywhere around here. I don't know what the deal is with that. So I have to order it. But then I have like 12 glue sticks. So I like this one. Be bold. Ooh, and then this one. Be brave. I think those need to be there together. Ooh, I think that one needs to be there too. Thing I normally do, put 3 things on one page like that. But that's cute. Yeah, I have too much, like many of you, I just have too much stuff. So some of it needs to go away. I think I want to just do this way. It's crazy, right? So I'm going to. Because why not? What's the worst that could happen? Well, I've never done a glue book before. I don't know what I'm doing. That's okay. I don't really know what I'm doing either. Just do it anyway. Experiment and have fun. Nobody's gonna, say you're a horrible person because you do glue books and you don't do it the way they think you should. And who cares what they think? Oops. Some of these images are really big, so it's not a matter of me not using the image. It's a matter of me finding the right size book to use them in. Yep. You can use whatever kind of glue that you want. I would recommend, if you're sitting and working on your grab and glue, not using anything too watery or messy that's going to take too long to dry. So I would really recommend something on the drier side. If you use Aleene's or even the liquid Elmer's, which I have here, just make sure it's not, leaking out the sides of the image, because as you can see, I'm not waiting for things to dry before I move on to the next page. Now, Cindy is, we love her, but she's crazy. She takes this on vacation with her, which in theory is a good idea, but she also brings like a whole big box full of bits and pieces. We love her. But I don't know. I would have to bring too many of these bits and pieces to do this while I was away from home. That being said, you can make yourself a small glue book and bring no bits and pieces and simply compose it out of travel brochures and bits and pieces that you acquire on your vacation. How fun would that be to come home with a small finished glue book filled with bits and pieces, images, and phrases that you picked up on your trip and you didn't bring anything with you but the journal and some glue? I think I need a bigger white pen. Hang on. This one. Nope. I need one that's actually been started already. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's got ink in it. Cindy, you're my friend, so that means you're crazy because all four of us are insane. I thought it was a good idea. You could really, get crazy with, your just make a little, it can be like this one. This one doesn't have that many pages in it. Just a small little book, and then do some kind of glue composition with the bits and pieces that you find. Don't plan it. And I work on this kind of thing in the mornings while I'm on my trip, while I'm having my morning coffee, usually while everybody else is sleeping, or in the evenings after we get back from any excursions or anything that we've done. See, I want to use these up. These are stupid stickers are making me crazy. Okay. And then I'm going to take my blue. There we go. I like that. And we're going to just fold it. Yep. And make sure it's doing well. Oh, yay. I'm so glad, Vicki. Crazy sister. Maybe, Jerry, you might have to because we are all nuts. See, I told you, Cindy. See, Jeff knows. Bob would agree with him 110%. He would just kind of probably go, yeah, and I knew you were crazy when I married you. I'm having see, I need something to stick. I want to stick something long in the background and see. Ooh. Maybe these. So because this was from a Flow magazine, there's already some interesting, images on some of these papers. They weren't something that I wanted to save and fussy cut out, but they weren't horrible either. And I just thought they would make good background kind of images to something like this, like a glue book. Done. Uh-oh, Jerry, did you change us to the Crazy Sisters? Holy moly. We are crazy, so it's fitting. Cool. All right. I like this one. If you can dream it, you can do it. I found a bunch of these sort of motivational stickers when I was cleaning out stuff, and I thought, I should use them in a grab and glue. I got more birds. Let's put some more birds on here. These dang birds are going to drive me crazy. There we go. Funny, as Alice in Wonderland would say. Yeah, YouTube doesn't have hearts, but feel free to give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe if you would. I know somebody out there is going to give it a thumbs down, and anymore, I don't really care. I do have somebody, now that my channel is approaching 8,000, that gives all my videos at least one thumbs down, and there's just nothing I can do about it. Do what you have to. I'm going to make videos that I think that make me happy, and I'm going to not get too corporate about it, because that doesn't make me happy. So I also don't think it makes a big difference in the channel as far as subscribers go. So, and you know what? It's my channel. I could do what I want. See, at some point I'm going to have to just stick this to a page because it's getting very gluey. Okay, let's see. It's the last of the birds. Thank you, Lord Almighty. Holy cow. They are fiddly. It's a great dye, but these birds are fiddly. They're fiddly to punch. They're fiddly to glue. They're just fiddly. I missed a spot. Of course, one little spot. Stay. Okay. I don't know what it is with these birds today, but I just feel like they need to be in here. So we've been talking lately in our group of admins over for my year about the side effects of being overstimulated, and that, you know, right now we're so stimulated with ideas to share with you all that we're actually getting headaches. It's not a good thing. So you really need to take a time to just do something for you. Maybe it's a grab and glue book or something else, and just do something to sort of de-stress. Maybe it's meditate, maybe, you know, whatever works for you. Read. I read every night. I'm wanting to do something down here, so we're going to. There's no wrong way to do this. Just do what makes you happy. All right, next page. And see, we've already done this much, and we just have this much. Yep. So that's fine. I don't, you know, whatever is going to make, you know, them happy, that's fine. But this is my channel, and I'm going to just do what makes me happy. So these are cute. And when you know, look at the individual pages, you may not get it, but then you look at the book as a whole, and it's really interesting. And I find that more often than not, that there's an accidental theme. Now this page here is really sticky, so I'm going to just use that. I do have a goal of 10,000 subscribers by June, because June is my 5-year YouTube anniversary, and I plan on trying to do a very special giveaway for the anniversary. I'm still working some of the details out, but if you all can help me get to that 5,000, I mean 10,000, that would be great. I'm at almost 8,000 right now. I can't believe it's been 5 years since I've started YouTube by accident. There was a YouTube viewer before then, but not a creator. So I'm just going to make sure I've got most of the edges stuck down. I don't generally even make sure like all the edges are stuck down. There we go. Yeah, I don't, you know, you all love me and I'm good with that. So if they don't like my channel and, you know, they need to move on to something else, that's fine. See, this is what drove me crazy. I pulled out a bin of like die cuts and they were all tangled. Does anybody else have this problem? And if you do, how do you solve it? Because this shit drives me crazy. I probably should just not punch anything unless I'm going to use it like that day. That's probably what I should be doing. So we're going to get another one of these painty papers out. I'm going to glue these up. This is another die that I have, this sort of honeycomb die. No, it is not liking the glue stick at all. Be difficult, why don't you? There we go. Let's see, I've got a bunch of glue stick glue. Let's see if I can, oh yeah, that works. Nobody tell Bob what I'm doing with some of his financial reports. I wait until he's looked at them, and then I dig them out of the recycle bin. They make good paper. All right, let's see. So Aunt Beck, yeah, and you know, just really don't feel like you have to save everything. Save the things you find really interesting or that you really love. Because you can go into a danger area of thinking, well, I need to save all of these pieces because I need them all for my glue book. You or grab and glue. You don't need to save them all. Save what makes you happy. I'm thinking I need another. Ooh. I like him. By accident. So yeah, now I think my husband has caught on a little bit because he's been bringing me things. So I think he's kind of caught on. I don't think I get much past him, to be honest with you. And he goes to meetings at places like Facebook and stuff like that, and he brings me back stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one because it kind of goes with the, you know, kind of face that we stuck on there. I like beautiful. And we're going to put this one over here or to the side. I'm going to put it right here, actually. It says beautiful, make it work. I love that. These were part of some planner sticker thing that I got. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to try to wipe some of the glue off. Yeah, you know, without you're doing it unconsciously, but that doesn't mean your conscious mind is not, you know, it's thinking of something while you're working on it. And I've found that every time I've done these, there's some sort of unconscious theme to them. Oh, my channel by accident. Oh, that's a story I thought you all knew. So back in 2012, I was taking my first real professional painting course from Pauline Agnew. If you don't know who she is, Google her. She's an Irish artist. She's a fabulous online teacher. And anyway, she had a lesson in her class that said to do mono printing, and if you have a jelly plate, to use one. Well, I thought, what the heck is a jelly plate? Why would you print with a plate full of jelly? I don't know what that is, and if it's a tool, I don't have it. So and honestly, that's exactly, I'm not exaggerating, that's exactly what went through my mind. I had pictured this plate with grape jelly on it and couldn't figure out what the heck she was talking about. And so I did the mono printing lesson, but I did it my way with a just sheet of acrylic. And she said, I showed her the results and she said, you know, I really love them. How did you do that? Can you show me how you did that? Well, obviously she's in Ireland and I'm here. So I had no idea how I was going to accomplish that. She said, and we chatted back and forth. She said, post a video somewhere. Can you film a video? I said, well, I can film a video with my, I don't remember now which I did it. I owned an iPhone and an iPad at that time. It might have been my old iPad too. I don't remember. And it's the mono printing video that's here on the channel. It's my very first video that was ever on the channel. You can go back and go to my channel, type in mono printing, and it's there. And anyway, so I posted it to this channel. I shared it with her. She loved it. Some of you all loved it. And I thought, well, that's interesting. Maybe I'll post another video. And you know, 5 years later, 1,300 plus videos, here we are. So yeah, maybe you're not eating enough, Cindy. That makes sense to me. Yeah, I want to use pink. So yeah, that's how you start a YouTube channel by accident. I didn't know where else I could post the video except to YouTube easily without it getting too complicated. So I just did it to YouTube. I knew about YouTube because I would watch videos. We're going to be a little careful with that one because there's a little glue on there. Yeah, so the fancy flourishes are fun, but I don't, you punch a bunch out to have them in advance, and then what do you do with it? They just get tangled. They drive me crazy. They, even if they tear, they still look good. Oh, I want to just go, oh. Okay, why I have a blank piece of paper in here, I don't know. That actually can go in the trash can. I don't know. I don't know. Now, some of these I brought back from Phoenix with me. Cindy bought some paint sprays while we were there, and I was playing with them with some scratch paper. That's what these are from. It's my very first video. It's mono printing. It's a mono printing video. I don't remember what the exact title is. It might be mono printing without a jelly plate, or it's just mono printing. I don't remember. Oh, mono printing from a photo. I think that's the name. It was filmed when my studio space was still in the garage. Yeah, so that's how you start a YouTube channel by accident. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't understand that you could monetize. I had no idea. I just knew that a teacher I admired asked me to show her how I did something, and I thought, okay, cool, I'll do that. So you can all thank Pauline Agnew for my channel, because without her, I probably wouldn't be here on YouTube. And if you decide you want a painting lesson and you want to learn more about expressive painting and figure work and abstract and all of that, go check her out because she does have online and in-person courses, and she is fabulous. I really want to use this stuff up so that I can get it out of my creative space because it's just, ugh. That's a technical term, right? Ugh. So when I'm done, sometimes I will stand the book up like this, and separate the pages like for a couple hours so that things will really have a chance to dry and not stick together. If I'm worried about it, like this one, I might stick a piece of wax paper in there or a wet baby wipe. Wet baby wipe would be good. No, wax paper would be better. My other cheap art supply, wax paper. Yeah, so it's a fun story. I mean, and like I said, I can't recommend her enough. She's a really good teacher. You all would like her, and she does give criticism, but it's very gentle, constructive criticism meant to aid you and not break you down. She is one of these teachers that allows you to, if you can, sell the work that you make in her class. Share it, sell it, just let people know that you learned to do that from her. See, this stuff doesn't even want to glue down because it's just too fiddly. I probably should be using liquid glue, but I really want to just get it out of my box. There we go. Pauline Agnew, yep. She's a fabulous teacher. I can't recommend her enough. It is on my bucket list one of these days to go to one of her in-person classes in Ireland, because how fun would that be? First of all, who doesn't want to go to Ireland and to go there and get to paint while you're there? Like, hello, my dream. I told the husband he can come with me, and if he wants, he can just like go hang out at the pub or something. No, that's fine. I love that image. It just doesn't seem right for here. Oh, but this one might work. Every year she does her in-person classes in different places. She usually does one in Ireland, and I do think coming up there's like one that's going to be in Spain. Right? I want to go to Ireland. According to family legend, I'm part Irish. Whether that can be verified, I have no idea, but so some people say. Happiness is not owning a gorgeous farmhouse, but the things one would do on that farm. I'm not sure why I like that, but I do. I'm definitely not a farm girl by any stretch of the imagination. That would be my parents, which is funny because my dad was born in San Francisco and my mother is from Chicago, but they are definitely country people. I'm thinking I need to put a sticker or something on that so it stays down. It's kind of making me crazy. I think I've only said that like 5 million times. I have these other circles. They might work. Well, these some more that I can't get off the paper. That's not helpful. Spain would be cool. Yeah, see, so if we can, we need to save up because it's not cheap. You all know that. The flight alone is going to be expensive, but we should save up. Wouldn't that be fun to do it as a group? How fun would that be? A group of us crazy YouTubers meeting up in Ireland or Spain to take a class from Pauline. How fun would that be? Okay, this little, You know, sometimes you own these things and you're like, okay, I like that and I want to use it up. The little thing is driving me crazy. Some of it has ended up in the purge boxes, and some of it I like, but I'm never going to use. Some of it I like, but drives me up the wall. I have 2 more purge boxes. I have to start. We're going to start group A here at some point today. Group A. 8. Group 8. I honestly have had all my coffee today. I swear I have. Oh, that's cute. All right. There it is. Found it. Aha! Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe in a past life I was. Not in the current one. So try to, whether you're collaging on bits or you're drawing them, doodling them on, try to put your bits on in uneven numbers because it's more interesting. And you notice there's no paint involved in this. I haven't picked up a single tube of paint. There is white paint right there. What's in this picture? It looks like 2 umbrellas, and then I'm not sure what this background is. It looks like a towel or something. So yeah, I think a group trip would be awesome. I agree with you guys very much. Oh, how cool would she be on that page? I think she needs to be on that page. Oh yes, she needs to be on that page. Without even thinking about it, she needs to be on that page. So when I'm doing this, I'm pushing the image into the spine of the book. Push it all the way down. And I'm not always super concerned about the edges, at least to start, because I can always lift them up and go back and add more glue. I have one little sticker. It doesn't want to stay down. I might have to stick some glue on liquid Elmer's under that. It doesn't want to stay. So again, some of the images like this one are out of a graphic design magazine. It's one of my favorite places to get images. I also like W magazine. That's a question I get asked a lot especially when I was doing the collage videos. It's not gonna work, right? I used to dye my hair dark red back in the day. I had a great aunt, Aunt Flo. She lived in Texas. Really nice lady, and that side of the family is Scottish. I still think they might be Scottish criminals, but they're Scottish. I don't know yet. I haven't done the research too far. Anyway, she had bright red hair. and her brother, my grandfather, he had kind of a auburn colored hair, and he had really big ears that stuck out. He was a really sweet man, but yeah, he had really big ears that stuck out. There's something about that composition I like, just like that. And ooh, this one. I love this one. It says live with intention. How cute is that for a page? And you really haven't done, it's just collage, people. I don't even know that I want to do anything else to it. I'm gonna do this just for the sake of continuity in the book. I'll add some scribbly lines, but I don't think I need to add anything else to that page. That's a great page. I love this image. Oops. Now, sometimes when you do a glue book, if the one side gets too fat and things aren't laying flat, then you want to fold things back on yourself, on itself. Hey, Barbara. Oh, Aunt Beck's Creations. That's horrible. I hope that none of the animals or people, for that matter, got hurt. This is product packaging from a Tattered Angels set of sprays and paints that we're gonna use. You don't have to, you can use anything. Oops. And yes, I should probably save this because it has directions for using the sprays to use them in a certain way. But honestly, I don't know. I don't read directions well, so that's not going to happen. All right. I don't think we want to add this other. I don't think I want to save the other piece. I really just like this part. Don't you just love that image? Isn't that cool? Yeah, so, oh, good. This is one of my favorite ways to do, expressive art, mixed media art, is to have at least part of the composition be collage, especially when you're not in love with the idea of painting, God forbid. You're new to painting and unsure of your skills, or maybe you just don't feel like it and you want to do something different. This is a great way. I mean, look at Pack or Die. And, if there's one of you that don't know who Pack or Die is out there, which, oh my God, where have you been? You should look at her up and check her out. And that's all she does almost. Well, now she's doing a little bit of watercolor, but she mostly does collage. See, how many of us punch out something fussy like this, and then we save this part? Like, why the hell am I saving the scraps? I don't understand. So we're going to use that because I don't need to just hang on to it for eternity. I really don't. Hey, Ian. Who doesn't love a good Monty Python sketch? I can't talk today. Don't mind me. Evidently, I've lost the use of English today. And I came right home from the gym and did other stuff and then came on live. So I haven't even showered yet today. So you guys should be glad this isn't smell-o-vision because I probably stink. My fingers are sticky again. It wants to stick to my fingers instead of the paper. I have to do this one. All right, this is just scraps from punching out something else. Not that I advocate saving all the teeny tiny little scraps if you're not going to use them. I'm like really bad at that, or I used to be. If you're going to save them, use them. Don't hoard them. And I speak as someone who's made that mistake. I don't tell you guys not to do something that I haven't already made that mistake. I would never do that. Oh, fabulous, Mary. You made a little grab and glue book. Oh, that's wonderful. And you know, these little books, putting the images in here, you can get some really interesting images and make a really interesting book without spending any money. So it's starting to get really fat. So now it's going to be a challenge getting the pages done. Which is okay. I have some more large images. I love this one because it already has a quote on it. Your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. And really, you could just pop that on a page. And I do think I want it over here. You pop that on a page and really, you don't really have to do anything else. Now, of course, you could use tape runner, anything like that. I would recommend if you're going to do it like I am, where you really kind of want to sit down with a small book with just a few pages in it and just, you know, spend an hour or two working on your grab and glue, and you want to do it and finish it in the same session, that you use a dry glue and that the book is not too big. So we're getting to the part where the book is not wanting to lay flat. So I'm actually going to do what I was telling you guys about earlier. And I'm going to turn it back on itself. There we go. You have to do this sometimes with the Delusions journals too. I've had to do it many times with the Delusions journals. They get too fat. And then it's hard to get anything flat in the spine. I have these little pieces. Anybody who is a member of JKIS recognize these? I found these. I forgot I had them. Oh, you know what? It might be because of the storm, Cindy, that the video isn't working. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to use some liquid glue on these because they're kind of thick. And again, this is Elmer's Extreme School Glue, plain old Elmer's. It dries pretty fast. I actually might want to put that over here. It dries pretty fast and it dries clear. Oh, I missed your question, but yeah, I put some wax paper. This one page was really sticky, so I put some wax paper in there so that I could turn the page. The video is a bit out of focus. It looks clear to me on my iPad. I'm watching on my iPad. And my iPad's actually really clear for me. It's a little bit jumpy, but it's clear. Oh, what's this butterfly? Yeah. There's another little sticker. It says "Dare to Fly." It's got a little butterfly on it. Oh, good. Don't forget to, if you're having problems with the video, to click on the video display screen in YouTube and go to the little, what is it? The little 3 dots, and then quality, and then click on the highest resolution it'll let you. Yeah, I think that the East Coast is being slammed by storms. If somebody can type for me, because I can't right now, for Cindy, she can see the chat. I'm not even sure she can hear us. That it's probably the storm. That would be my guess. Okay, my goal is to kind of use up these black things in this book. I think that's a goal. I do have another one, and I've got a little fairy. So click on the screen. You click on the 3 dots on the upper right. Then the top one should have a little gear, and it says quality. When you click on that one, it's probably set to auto, but you can set it to the highest, which on mine is 720p. And yay, I'm back. I saw that. There's something about this image I don't know that I liked out of one of the magazines. You can hear me now. Yay, woohoo! And Ian had his set to 480. Ian, no wonder it was blurry. So you should always check your internet connection and that little quality button if you're having trouble with the picture. I do watch my broadcast on my iPad, so if there's actually the connection on my end or the camera, I will usually know because what I'm watching on the iPad is going to be terrible. So, but it's actually fine for me. I want to try to, it's going to be kind of a long broadcast, I think, but I want to try to finish this glue book and then do a flip for you all. So I need to get my button gear, don't I? It's more of this fiddly shit. This is what's taking forever, is getting this little fiddly crap glued down. So next time somebody remind me that when I say I want to use this fiddly stuff on a glue book, to spend some time before we actually go live with my, I do own a Xyron, and make it into a sticker, because holy cow, that would be easier. And if you want to do something like this, make it into a sticker, because this is ridiculous. And I would tell you, if you're going to punch some of these out to use at a later date, while you're punching them, just go ahead and again make them a sticker, because I think you're going to be happier. I don't think we're going to put the fairy on here, are we? Oh, maybe. I do think this fairy, I could be wrong, but this little fairy die cut may be something I got in Happy Mail from Linda Lapodka. There we go. Oh, okay. I don't know what kind of device you're on. I know on the iPad you have to look for the dots, Jerry. I'm not sure. I like this one. I keep coming back to this. Spoil yourself. So you know what? I think it needs to just be on the page. I don't know why. It just does. I see another one I want to use on the next page. It says, find yourself and be that. I like that. Okay, I don't know, Jerry. That's weird. But as long as you found it and that allows you to clear up any connection issues, that's the important thing. I should have done this before I glued all this other stuff on here, but that's all right. Hindsight's always 20/20, right? Okay, next. We're almost done. Few more pages. I need to get my button gear. I have this one. How cool is she? Well, somewhere on your YouTube screen, when you're watching any videos, there's some kind of quality resolution thing that you can click on somewhere on there that will improve the resolution for you at least a little bit, unless there's a really big problem on the broadcaster's end. Ooh, maybe this one needs to be here. It says, let your soul fly free. I do want to use that other one on here somewhere. I love that. Is that not stuck down? No, it's not. And again, you can get as detailed or not as you want to be. I mean, you could just do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, next page. Because we're trying to finish this, right? So I don't have anywhere to be except to pick up the mail. You know, that doesn't have to be right now. He looks really grouchy, but I think I need to use him. Okay, there we go. Some of these papers are from Tracy Bautista. And those stickers might have been from Tracy Bautista. That's possible. Some of these are from Jenny Belly. I think that's too black. I'm just looking at the color. I'm not really looking at the composition. Some of these are from Canvas Corp. I've got some Whatchahoozits. I want to say Whatchahoozits. I have jelly prints from Patty Tolly Parish. I'm digging too much now. I'm going to use this one and this one. I'm thinking about it too much. And I didn't see all of your posts, Cindy, about the snow. Hang on. It's extended until tomorrow. As long as you have power and we can like message you over Facebook to make sure you and Jeff are like all alive and stuff. But holy cow. It's a lot of snow. So I'm going to tear that. Stick it in there. Okay. There's a lot of snow, you guys. I like that. Find yourself and be that. And who cares what people think? He's looking at you like, really? You have to have me tell you that? Really? You should just know. I have some like random stickerness in here. So let's stick a couple of these on here. Oh, I have these. This is also a great way to use up all those weird stickers that we have in our collection that we've had for, you know, I don't know, a million years. Unless you're like me and you have like enough for like 2 million years, then I stuck some in this next round of boxes for the round robin because there's too many of them. All right. I needed a little bit of bright over here to like balance out the whole thing, in my opinion. Yeah. I want this. You have no generator. Well, that can't be good, Cindy, if your power goes out. Oh, here's another one I think we need to use. It's like, how cool is he? I have some yeah. I hope you went and stocked up for groceries as soon as you found out the storm was going to hit. I have to go out and get corned beef and cabbage. I got a request from the daughter last night. Hopefully they still have some. I don't know if I'm going to do it today or tomorrow. Oops. Stay. All right. This wasn't Happy Meal. I found this stuffed inside something. I was like, oh, sheet music. I should use that. I have all these little like journaling cards, like Project Life journaling cards and stuff. I don't know why I have them because I don't do Project Life. I suppose I thought I needed them at some point or they were on clearance or something. It's time to use them up. It's well past time to use them up. Yeah, it's hard to do spray varnish things when it's too cold outside. It'll never dry. I like this one. This is one I have to tell myself a lot, or my friends Jerry and Cindy tell me frequently. We don't have to do it all. I have problems with that. Because we really don't. Just a corner. Blue, 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 blue. It's a good thing we're almost done because I'm my book is getting funny. 43 is cold. 19 is colder. 19 is a lot colder. So how many of you have, you know, watched a bunch of Shannon Green's videos where she's doing her collage work? And I love how she organizes her images and everything too. But after watching her videos, then we went and we made all these collections of images, and then now we're not using them. So this is where the grab and glue comes in to play. And, you know, there's always new images out there, but if you're like me, and you probably are, and your space to store them is limited, I can't afford to acquire new ones until I have space to put them. And I have to use up some when I want to bring in more. Okay, wait, first I think I want to stick some of this on here. Yeah. So I'm going to, because this is more of that fiddly stuff, I'm going to stick this on here. That way. Hopefully that's enough glue. And give it a trim. Can I say fiddly? How many times in this video am I going to say fiddly? Holy cow. Oops. Some of it just doesn't want to stick. Stick, stick, stick. It's fiddly. It's really fiddly. Yeah, who doesn't love the way Packer Dye does things? We all do. And I've done whole journals like that, inspired by her. She does a great job. Thanks, Cindy. So, you know, you can, like I said, you can go back here later and add paint or something. I almost never do. I just get them done and then that's it. It goes out on the bookshelf. Okay. That's an interesting. I don't remember what that is either. Something at the UK Pavilion at the 2010 World Expo in Shanghai. I don't know. But it's an interesting image. It's got a couple of interesting images like that, so I'm going to pull them both out. I would think the yellow stuff would freeze before it even hits the snow with how cold it is where you are. Not that I would know anything about that, being from California and all. I've never lived in the snow. I only have visited it. Okay. Another way to do these books faster is to treat the 2-page spread like one composition instead of trying to do each page separately. If you notice, most of the time I'm treating it as one big page rather than separate pages. And that just helps you get through it faster. And usually when I do these, it takes an hour or two, depending on the size of the book. This is a bigger book, so it's taking a little longer. which is fine. I mean, I think it's fine. I don't know about you guys. A bunch of little weird stuff in here. These might work. Somebody sent me these arrow stickers, and I don't know who did. And the whole thing is a sticker. I've been cutting them out, but it's like a sheet of sticker. Holy cow. I don't have my reading glasses on. Oh, got it. Yay. How lucky was that? I don't remember where I got these from. Before any of you ask, I have no idea. Oh, missed a piece. There we go. Okay, now we just need a quote or words. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I don't think about stuff too much anymore. If I want to do it, I just do. If I think about it too much, I'll never do it. Never, never, never. The anxiety takes hold, and then that's it. Your grab and glue books can be made out of all kinds of bits and pieces and found scraps and, you know, old scrapbooking paper that you're not using anymore. They can be made out of anything, literally anything. Let's see. Yeah, we have this one. Yeah, let's use this one. So my daughter grew up listening to classic rock because her dad and I are both fans. And she was one of the few kids in her school growing up that knew who some of the oldies and greats were. And had heard the original music on LP and not on a CD. So yeah, you know, we love all those. Frank Zappa's pretty cool. My husband's a huge Aerosmith fan. And I like all kinds of music, so. Okay, so we're getting fat again. So, there we go. That's better. Let's see if we can get that more into the crack of the book, into the spine. I like calling it a crack better than a spine, but you know, I'm twisted that way. Okay. Okie dokie, that works. Use those because they're handy. Yeah, so our daughter Rebecca is definitely what you would term an old soul. Okay, I'm feeling like I need something else on there. I don't know what that is. Let me take a quick look. Maybe it's just this. Yep. I'll do some short, like speed through video with music. You know, something I do on my iPad with a flip of the glue book media. And I will, I'll maybe do all the books. There's nothing under there. That's why it won't stick down. There we go. All right. Here we go. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Don't wait for it to happen. Make it happen. Because, you know, if you wait, It's never going to happen. See you later, Jerry. Have a good, all of those of you who have to stop to go to dinner, have a good dinner. All right. I'm determined I'm going to finish this on camera. We've only got a couple more pages, so we're going to do it. How cool of an image is that? And I got, you know, like the rest of you, I have bunches of these images. I have some of them that are in binders behind me. And, you know, at some point I'll start emptying the binders out because we'll be putting them here in this grab and glue bin. That's just a scrap. Literally, that's a scrap that I did from, you know, testing out pens or something. That's a great idea for a theme, Ian. Musicians and music are always, in my opinion, a great theme. And I like all kinds of music. Of course, I like classic rock, but you know, I also listen to chanting and church hymns and classical music, blues, soul. I listen to all kinds of music. So these are thicker papers, like Zentangling papers and watercolor papers. So I'm using the liquid glue. I think it will hold a little bit better. This is the liquid Elmer's. You can join both groups. Don't limit yourself to one. I'm in so many art. I'm probably in too many art groups, but I love them all. I have so many images, Pegaloose. I have so many. But one of the ideas behind this is let's get them out of those places we're hoarding them in, and let's use them. Okay, this is another good one. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Put that there. And you could leave it like that. I'm tempted to really just leave it like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think I kind of want to do this. Some of you who own or have purchased some of my rubber stamps will recognize. And let's do the pink one. That's it. I like that, right? Okay, look. Well, I don't think we're going to do the inside cover, but look, last page. I am thinking that I might want to end with at least part of the same image I started with. I think. Let's cut a little bit of it off the bottom so it fits better on the page. Stick. I love this image. But then again, the beach is kind of my happy place. So there would be a reason for that. Let's see. I don't know that I want to use any of those. I did find a bunch of these little seashells that I don't know where they came from. They might be from Miss Cindy. I don't know for sure. And sometime today, before I put all this stuff today, I've got to go through that envelope that she just sent me of little bits and sort them. I am going to be ending in a few minutes. We're just about done. I've been working on a grab and glue, trying to put one together and finish it in the space of the one broadcast. It's going to be a long video when it's saved to the channel. I'm looking at the quotes that are here on the table. I'm liking this one, and I don't know why. Forever is composed of nows. I don't know why I like that, but I do. Okay. Something is going on a Facebook chat, and my phone is literally like going crazy. I think I'm going to stick these other two little shells on the inside back cover. Okay. And let's see. Do we need anything on the inside front cover? Maybe. Let's see. I think this one. So let's put all the rest of my words back in my bin. And do we have a small image that we can put on here? Let's see. Oh, yes, this one. Don't you just love her? She has so much attitude in a good way. Start something new. So there we go. Let's do a quick, oh, we ended up not using this one. That's okay. Let's do a quick flip. And we didn't use this either. I didn't feel the need. It's all right. Okay, see you later, Vicki. All right. So this is our grab and glue we did today. Like I said, I will do a little short video flip. I'll share it to social media later. Probably film something with my phone with all of the journals. But this is what we did today. Just a quick, well, not quick, not super quick. It's been about 2 hours we've been on the air. But you can definitely do this when you have, you know, a block of quiet time. You can try to fill the whole book. You can just try to do a couple of pages. You can take an empty book with you on vacation and no supplies except a glue stick and maybe some tape runner, and get a book like this done with the bits and pieces that you find on vacation. See, these stickers are not wanting to stick down. So they're going to need some glue. Good old Elmer's to the rescue. Okay. So this is a really great way to do a book. I just noticed we didn't even put a quote on this one, did we? Maybe we didn't feel the need. But I do like to put words on my pages. Here we go. Get it done! So you can create some really fun, interesting images, just collaging random bits and scraps that you have laying around or things that you find when you're on vacation. So I want to encourage you all to do that and to give it a try and see what you can come up with. I would love if you share some of your videos. And if you do, please share the links with Cindy and I. We would love that. Like I've said, I did get this idea from Cindy's glue book, and she does have some more videos coming out. She's been trying to edit them. So we're all going to watch her channel for when those do come out, and I'll be sharing those links. So that's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you can. And if you want to join one of my Facebook groups or send me happy mail or email me a question, you are welcome to do any of that. All the information for all of those are in the description below, along with the original video Cindy did on her glue books. And the most important thing, of course, is to go out and have a great day. Do something nice for yourself because you deserve it, and I'll see you later. If you have any questions or you want to make a comment, don't feel like you can't. Leave it in the description below. I do answer them at least once a day. All right. I will see you all later, unless anybody has a question. You're welcome, Eve. So use those bits up you guys have been hoarding. Like me. I say that with all love because I'm like the rest of you. See you later, Gerda. Bye, Patricia. Bye, Mary. All right, guys. I will see you later. Bye.